Hi guys, this is Betty Sakosha of, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and the team leader for the Power of Positive Inking, and it's Thursday afternoon. Normally I am on Tuesday evening, so this is completely out of whack for me, and hopefully I have everything. I literally just spent 20 minutes looking for a clear stamp that I dropped somewhere in my room getting ready for this. So here's hoping that this goes well. In any case, I wasn't able to be here on Tuesday night. It was my mom's birthday and lunch turned into dinner, and so there be it. It was what it was. So I am here on Thursday afternoon, and this is actually a repeat of an earlier video that I had done that got magically, I don't know, disappeared. So hopefully, again, that this will work. But I'm featuring something that is still available during Celebration, and Celebration is coming to a quick end in the next couple weeks. So I wanted you to know about another stamp set that you could get and different ways that you can use it. So hopefully you can see out of the box with this. So I'm going to flip you down and we will get busy stamping. Okay. All right. So there is my, whoops. Here, let me see if I can scoot this over. Well, you don't have to look at that. Okay, there we go. All right, so there's my desk. There's my contact info. And there's the stamp set we're using. So let me pull this over here. Stamp set that we're using is called Thanks a Bunch. And it is available in the Celebration catalog. Celebration goes until February 28th, and today is the 16th. So not too long. We don't have much time left. So I wanted to make sure that you see this and that you realize the possibilities with this stamp set. So there's a bunch of great things available. There's, you know, owls, beautiful paper, a really nice supportive greeting set, some really more beautiful paper, some pretty in the country, as well as this gorgeous, beautifully happy, flowery stamp set. But what I wanted to focus on today was this one here, and this is called Thanks a Bunch. The reason I'm featuring that, well, I already did a video on it, and I was asked to repeat it because it disappeared. But this stamp set, as you can see, really features carrots. And when I first saw it, I thought, cute, carrots. But there is a ton of things that you can do with this stamp set, and I'll show you some cards at the end of other ideas to do with it. But I wanted to show you a really pretty quick to come together stamp, pretty quick to come together card that doesn't have a carrot in it. All right, so let me get started here with my supplies. The colors that I'm using for this card are Starry Sky, which is a current in color that will be around for another year. Fresh Freesia, that's time is a tickin'. Stampin' Up! Has in colors that last for 2 years, and this will be 2 years come May 1st. So it's not going to be around much longer, as far as I know. Anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful color, and if you haven't invested in it, and it's kind of like a, I guess Freesia is the right name for it, but I would call it kind of a lilac-y kind of color. It's kind of pinky purple and gorgeous. If I had my druthers, it would be a real color, and maybe it will be someday. And then some basic white. So I'm going to start with the basic white. I'm going to build everything on that. I'm going to use this paper here and use some of the stamps that are in this set. So this right here technically is, I guess, the side of this leaf so that you can put some dimension into this leaf. But I didn't see that. I saw grass. In fact, I didn't see it so much that I really didn't see it. Like, I didn't see it at all until I put it away and said, "Ooh, I don't think that's supposed to be grass." All right, so I'm using Green Apple Green for my grass. And I'm going to stamp a couple of times at a couple of different heights to add some. The more you stamp and stamp off and decaf it, so decaf to me means you're stamping it twice and you're getting a lighter, and the more you do that, the more depth you're going to get. Kind of adds, you know, like far away grass and close up grass, etc., etc. Okay, so simple is my grass. And now I'm going to add, okay, I disconnected for a minute, so I apologize for that. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Debbie. This stamp here, can you see? Let me, if I bring this in, you'll be able to see better. This is what the stamp looks like. So I'm using this stamp here. And this is going to be my plants in my grass. So for this, I'm going to use Garden Green. And I'll do a few of these, just kind of going in some different directions. Now, the beauty of a photopolymer stamp is that it's, well, there's a lot of beauties of it, like you can see through it. That's a beauty. But another thing is that you can actually kind of make it work for you. So I'm bending this one here so that it's going to look like it's, you know, kind of bent. So I'll show you what I mean. So this one here is straight up and down. And this one here is going to be kind of bent over to the side. And you can do that in either direction. So I will bend this guy this way. This is also kind of handy if you've got some long words. Sometimes you can do this with some words, and that's fun. So I'm going to put that down low, this up a little bit higher. Ooh, everything is kind of the same height here, which I'm not loving. So let me add another tall guy in there. But I'm going to start him closer to there. Okay, there we go. So I got a lot of different height in my card. All right. Ooh, just realized I can zoom you down a little. Why don't we do that? That'll make this easier. All right, so that was that. Now, to add some flowers on these plants, I'm going to bring in my pale papaya and fresh freesia. These are two outgoing in colors. So one is very, very light, kind of peachy, and this is the fresh freesia that I told you that I love so much. If you don't have it yet, why not? You're going to want it. Okay, and this here, this stamp that I'm using here comes from this little blob of stamps. There. Blob might not be the correct word. But I'm going to just throw in flowers kind of all over the place. Okay? And then I'm going to clean off my stamp and bring in some pale papaya flowers. And the same thing. So that you're getting a lot of different colors on here. I don't know, I'll just do that. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm pleased enough with that. Actually, I really am not pleased with that. I feel like there needs to be another plant down here. You got to know when to say when, but clearly sometimes you need some more flowers. Okay, let's bring in some freesia. Okay, now I'm going to say when. All right. All right, now to finish this card off, I'm going to add some sky to it. Now to add this sky, I'm going to use my Balmy Blue in a blending brush. This blending brush has been used on some darker blue. You'll see that in just a minute. And I have not cleaned it in between. You can clean it, and I will link you to a video that you can watch on how you can clean this so it gets really clean. But as you can see, as I'm wiping it on my paper here, not a lot of color is coming out, so I'm not concerned. I don't think I'm going to contaminate the card by adding a dark blue where I don't want it. So I'm going to pick up some Balmy Blue, and I'm going to start off the paper because I don't want it too dark. If you start right on the paper, a lot of times it will be quite dark, right where you started. And a lot of times it's not the look you're going for. So it's always better to start it off the paper to bring the color down. And then you can always go back and add more, but you can never add less. Okay, I think I'm almost done with the balmy blue. This is another time you have to know when to say when. Okay, when? Okay, so let me get my balmy blue out of the way, and then I'm going to bring my beautiful starry sky. So this color is around for another year. This is a brand new in color, so it's around for another year. And I'm going to go super light on this. Not super light picking up the color. I've got a fair amount of color on there, but putting it down here. And then as I add it to the card, I'm going to go super light because this is an incredibly rich color. And if you go too dark, it's going to be nighttime in my card. And I wasn't really going for a nighttime card, so I'm going to start really light. And I could be almost done. I don't know. I feel like this area in here is a little light, but I may regret this. You know, I'm going to go back. I'm just going to make sure there's not too much color on here. I'm going to go back and grab my balmy blue, which is my lighter blue, and just make sure that I've got a good base of light blue in there before I add the darker blue. But the beautiful thing about this is it's a sky, and the sky kind of is like that, right? Like it's not, you think it's all the same color, but it rarely is. All right, so I'm starting darker at the top, and it should fade into the flowers, becoming a lighter blue, like that. Okay, now I'm done. I'm walking away. I said when. Okay. All right, so the card is almost done. I'm going to, let's see, yeah, let's layer it up now. So I'm going to layer it on this fresh freesia. It already pops it, right? Like, that's okay. That is so much better. So let me grab some adhesive here. And add this. So my first layer, my white layer, was 5 by 3 3/4. My freesia layer is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to put the whole thing on this beautiful starry sky layer. Hang on 1 second. I know. Sandy's thinking, my friend Sandy here is saying, if you had scored that in the first place, you wouldn't have to run to get your bone folder. And she would be right, but I am lazy and I hardly ever score my paper. Okay, so let's add this layer right on here, and then that makes it pop, right? La. Okay. Now, we're going to add some words. I have a 1/2 inch strip of kind of scrap paper, and I'm going to use the word thanks from the stamp set. I'll show you some other samples afterwards, but these are the words that come with it. Hey there, love you, thanks, no one quite like you, look at you, looks like spring. Oh, thanks and a bunch actually go together, right? Get it? Everything's coming up carrot. So I'm going to use just the thanks, not a bunch, because I didn't use any carrots in this. All right. Now, I have not previously stamped this, so here's hoping this comes out. Let's take a look. All right. I'm going to do this over on this side here, and I'm doing it in the garden green. It's not that straight. Okay, the truth is I actually have a hard time using this block. Because it's beveled, it's very easy to hold, but it can also distort things a little bit, and that really throws me off. I may be unusual, but it does throw me off. So I'm just going to use a bigger block. I think it's going to be easier for me to see the top and the bottom of the paper and hopefully get this a little bit straighter. Let's see. Yeah, way straighter. How about that? All right, let me grab my snips. All right, I had put those away last time I used them, so I didn't have them sitting on my table with all my other stuff. Okay, I'm just going to, I snipped off that end there. Going to go right up the middle. This is the easiest kind of label maker if you need a quick label. Just go up the middle and then come in from either side. And then you get kind of like a little flag end. Super duper easy. Usually, very, very close to the way you want it to look. Okay, so I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back of this. On a 1/2 inch piece of paper, a full-size dimensional would fit. But what I grabbed were the baby dimensionals. So there we go. It's baby dimensional time. Okay, so let me pull in my card. Over here, I'm going to put thanks floating in the sky. Okay, and then just to add an accessory, I'm going to go with my favorite. I hope this makes the new catalog, but I have no prior knowledge if it will or not. But these are called the brushed brass butterflies, which you have to say slow. And they are gorgeous, and they are flat. You can see how flat they are, so they don't cost anything, any extra money to send in an envelope, you know, to put on a card and to send your envelope. I love, love, love them, and I hope that they continue into a new catalog so I can buy them for at least another year. But maybe, maybe not. I do not know. If you love them like I love them, you should invest in them now. Because as soon as that list comes out, and I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that list is going to come out the beginning of March. And when the list comes out, things start to go away very quickly. It's like fear of running out, you know, fear of missing out. It's called fear of running out. We all have it. Trust me, I have it with these butterflies. If they don't make it, I'm stocking up. But you can get those now. And there's the code for them if you want them, 158136. Okay, so there is the completed card. And then on the inside, I'm just going to add a white layer so I can write my message. I may actually add another layer of freesia behind it to pop it a little bit because it's a very, very simple card. And I think that would be a nice touch, but it is not actually necessary. Okay, so here is the original one that I did, that I used the word love you, and that is also from the stamp set. And this is exactly the same. I use the same colors, same kind of look. The sky is a little darker, the sky is a little lighter. You know, that's how it goes. All right, let me show you some other samples of other carrot cards that actually feature the carrots. I'll bring in the stamp set again. This is what it looks like. And let me start with some more traditional carrot cards. This is pretty traditional carrot card. Thanks a bunch. Let's see. This is very carroty. Looks like spring. These are adorable. I don't know. Baby anything is cute, but baby carrots, adorable. So that's just a little spring card. This uses the, I use the time-worn text for the background, so you can see that there are some words on there. You can't see what they say, and that's just kind of what they are. And this is the basic border to add a little something something. And then these are the that postal punch. Super easy to use. Anything that's a punch, super easy to use and make several of. So that's my hey there. All right, this one here, I put more effort into this than is probably necessary. So it's the same kind of look. I added a little brown down here to really look like dirt and grass down here. But there's no carrots, right? But then you open it up and all the carrots are actually underground. So you can't tell, but these carrots actually match up with where their tarts are. Yeah, that was too much effort, right? But whatever, it made me happy. The recipient, I don't know, maybe I'll send a note. to let them know how impressed they should be that the carrot tops match the actual carrots. Okay, and then two more I wanted to share with you. Oh, this is pretty basic. I mean, by basic, I mean very carroty. Is that one there. And then finally, this one here, which is actually a fall card. So I use the Leaves Fall embossing folder in the background. And the knit, what's it called? Knit Together, Knit Everything. I'm a Sweater. I don't know what it's called, but it's a background stamp that looks like a sweater. So I thought that this would be a really nice fall card. And those leaves are these leaves right here. All right, so to bring back, I'll show you a little display of all the carrot, not carrot cards. And then the one that we did today. So I don't want you to overlook this stamp set. Again, it's called Thanks a Bunch. And I don't know if I told you, but it's available for free during celebration, which lasts for another week-ish, a little bit more than a week. And with a $50 order, you can get this for free. So don't overlook the fact that you can use this for a lot of other things. And if you're going to be ordering products anyway, now is the time to order them so you get some free stuff at the same time. All right, let me flip you down. Say goodbye. Oops. I hit the wrong button. I hope the whole thing wasn't silent. In any case, it's just another way that you can use the carrot set. So don't overlook a carrot set saying, I don't think I need carrot set. Actually, the more you play with the carrots, the more you are going to know that you, in fact, do need a carrot set. Who knew? It's a great set for the spring. Spring is coming. If you live in New England, it's here today. I don't know if it's going to last, but it's beautiful out right now, even though it's February. All right. Thanks, ladies. My friends are tuning in that they like the cards, so hopefully, and I'm pretty sure they have this stamp set, so I'm hoping that they too go forth and make some carrot or carrotless cards. If there's anything that you saw here today that you need, please be in touch with me and I'd be happy to help you out. If you have another demonstrator, be in touch with them and they will help you out. And hopefully, I will see you next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Bye.